just brutal. I mean, we're just beginning to see the real economic carnage from shutting this nation down now for another month. And, from what I'm hearing, this could go on till June. The metrics, are they changing? Are they right? I have no idea, but a lot of people have a lot of questions tonight. Your thoughts on where we are given the numbers that are just rolling in?
Well, Laura, we have about 30% of our economy that's virtually shut down right now, and that is going to increase as more states, including Virginia and Maryland, move to a total lockdown on their economy, except for essential businesses. So it's a scary situation. We've never seen anything quite like this before in terms of the economic damage. And one of the points that I've been making, and by the way, the Lieutenant Governor made a very smart point that this isn't the economy versus health and safety. We can do both. We can have a functioning economy and use really smart public health measures to try to make sure that we don't go into June or July or August with our economy shut down. Because if that happens, Laura, I think you're going to be looking at millions of small businesses fail. You're going to see potentially not 3 million unemployed as we saw last week, but that number could go to 10 to 20 to 30 million. We've never seen that ever any other time in this country's history.
That's a depression. Yeah, Steve, that's a depression. Let's be honest about what that is. So when people want to be honest about the this horrific virus that we're dealing with, and the numbers are horrible, and when they peak or when they don't peak, but the numbers here, these are people. These are the lives of small businesses and their employees and their mothers and fathers and kids and at-risk kids who are home and not able to go to school. And I mean, this is I read this. This is a Federal Reserve projecting from St. Louis. Coronavirus job losses could total 47 million. The unemployment rate could hit 32%. That's what they're estimating right now based on this shutdown going on till the end of April, and then perhaps if we're following some of these new metrics, maybe June or even later, as you said, maybe the fall, or heck, let's call off Christmas.
Look, my feeling is I think the president has made a smart declaration that we've got a date that we want to try to get the economy up and running again, at least in certain places of the country. You can certainly New York City is going to be shut down for a while, given how fast the virus has spread there. But there are parts of the country that really are fairly unaffected by this, and it doesn't make sense to have a universal standard for the whole country. In my estimation, Laura, if the president sticks with this April 30th deadline, and then we start opening up things, I think we can get past this. My worry is that when you start talking about May, June, July, the economic damage cascades at a very fast pace. I talked to an executive from one of the airlines today, and they were saying, look, even if we started opening up in May, he said they're not going to really have even flights, full by any time in late fall. Yeah. So every week that goes by, the damage gets worse. But can I make another point that I think is important?
Real quick.
We have businesses that are operating. We have FedEx. We have trucking companies. We have supermarkets. And it's interesting. They're not seeing widespread of the virus because they're taking very sound health measures, even though people are on to work. Why don't we do that for all businesses?
Steve, I could not agree with you more. Keep people safe, a distance, wash hands, face shields, whatever you have to do. But try to keep people safe and send as many people as you can back to work, because it's the heartbreaking stories that I've just been inundated. It's hard to even hear them because you want to cry for people. It's just we really appreciate your thoughts. All the people working tonight in hospitals across this country, putting their lives on the line, those who've lost their lives, others who certainly will, our prayers and thoughts always with them, and those who are struggling with loneliness. A lot of people out there are struggling tonight. And correspondent Raymond